Alright. That video is done. Alright, let's move on to the next video that I have planned. Oh, hey, what's up? Yeah, let's go to record the next video. I'm just gonna take you with me. Sorry, just gotta get through this. Sorry, excuse me, sorry. Alright. Hey, my name's Colin. Forts, blanket forts, pillow forts, whatever your forts are made out of, they are fantastic, aren't they? They've always been a part of my life, and specifically in my childhood, and they have a special place in my heart, and probably always will. They've always been one of the few things that I can put my undivided attention into and not get distracted at all. It's been one of the things in my life that I am exceptional at hyper-focusing on with my ADHD. I hadn't built a fort in so long, in so many years, but building this one that I built in my apartment that I just walked through, it was a lot of fun, like a lot of fun. I forgot how fun it is to build a fort. But then it got me thinking about my life in general. See, I've always loved building things, and I don't think I really realized that until pretty recently. I think that's why I love the idea of creating videos like this. But before I had a computer or access to any editing software, I had physical things that I could build, such as Legos, and do not worry, I will be making a video about that in the future, 100%. No way I am not dying before I make a video on that. At least one video on Legos. Oh my god, Legos. But anyways, and also along with Legos, forts as well. And most recently, my body. I know that sounds kind of weird when I'm talking about building things, but I didn't realize it until recently. But when you're trying to build up muscle, you're building. That's literally what it's in the name of the building muscle, right? I'm just like so committed in that, and I love going to the gym because it helps my ADHD, and also it just allows me to focus and all that. But also I love seeing the progression of building something and anything. That's why I love Legos, because you start with nothing, all these random ass pieces everywhere, and bit by bit you put something up together, whether you're following instructions or making your creation of your own. And the progression of building something isn't always a straightforward path. Sometimes when you're building a blanket fort, for example, you put the blanket over a wrong support and 3 other blankets along with it, and the entire fort topple all the way down. But it's never deterred me from rebuilding the fort, because the act of building something shows you what didn't work, and it's not going to stop you from trying other things. Oh fuck. Am I delving into the idea that building things is also a big ass metaphor for life? And no matter how many times you fall or fail in life, you can still be able to pick yourself up afterwards and learn from it, and that the act of trying things in your life is how you make progress in general, even with the setbacks? Nah. But maybe. Forts have always been my safe place that I've had in my life, because you're putting all these blankets around and it's super cozy and safe, and it's something that you built yourself, and you're just encompassed by all of these soft things around you, and it just makes it cozier feeling because it's a small space, but you're also encased in comfy things, and also you put comfy things in the comfy fortress, so everything is just comfy. One of my favorite memories of building a fort when I was younger was like when I was quite younger, and it was when I had a mandatory amount of reading to do. I think it wasn't even that much, it was like 20 minutes. Something you need to know about me: when I was younger, I hated reading. Fucking hated it. Awful. The worst thing you could possibly ask me to do. I would rather stare at a wall for 3 hours and do absolutely nothing rather than read and look at words on a page for 20 minutes a day. So one day I built a fort in our living room where I would normally do our reading, so that my parents were able to see me doing it. So I built the fort, and it was time for me to read that day. So I brought my book into the fort, and whenever my parents would ask me if I was reading, I would have that split-second amount of time to grab the book that I was definitely not reading at the time, so that I would have enough time so that when they looked into the fort, I could act like I was reading that entire time. Meanwhile, what I was actually doing is watching Star Wars: The Clone Wars on my green iPod Nano. And also, I had one of those bookmarks that were one of the timer bookmarks. By the way, whoever created that hates kids and hates fun. You hate everything. Why? Why did you create? Do you just want to see kids suffer? Why? I hate whoever made that. Genuinely, you are the worst human being. Now, looking back at this memory, my parents 100% knew what I was doing in the moment, but I felt really smart at the time. And this act of rebellion made it that much more fun and sweet to watch my show that I wanted to watch instead of doing the thing that I was supposed to be doing. And when you finish building a fort in your home or wherever you live, it makes it that much more worth it, that much of a bigger accomplishment in your head, just laying inside the fort at the time and just looking up and knowing that you built this fort for yourself and you're now just being able to relax inside there. And lets all the worries that you're worrying about in life fade away just for a little bit, and being able to just relax in there and let all the stress and anxiety go away for a little because you were focused on doing one thing and doing one task and accomplishing that task. I feel like in today's world, we have so many things that are so separated from the processes of making anything. These days, everything's so optimized where one person does a small part of a thing and not be able to see the bigger picture of what they're actually helping to create. And knowing that you were the sole person, the only person to put effort towards doing that task and actually accomplishing that task all the way and seeing it all the way through just makes it that much more sweet. And forts are a small enough task that you're able to get it done. Depending on the fort, you can get it done in like less than an hour, but it's just so nice to be able to actually see your hard work progress so rapidly. Even though it is such a small thing, forts have always just given me that sense of accomplishment in my life every time I build one. There's nothing like finishing a fort and maybe building that fort for a specific reason, for spending time with someone or just by yourself, and you have like snacks set up to the side and a movie that you're planning to watch. And so you're loving the act of building it that much more because you have something to look forward to even when the fort is finished, when you're inside of there. So you have that thing that you're looking forward to, and also you get the sense of accomplishment and pride that you're sitting in a thing that you created. Building forts have made me realize that I love setting up things for myself to make whatever thing that I want to do later on easier. Even if that thing that I want to do is not that enjoyable, even if the past me set aside time to prep and make me in that moment and that task that much easier, makes me be able to do it even when I don't want to do that task. So when I get to that point and know that past me set aside that time, I'll still be able to get myself to do it, because the guilt I would feel if I didn't do it just would make me realize past me sacrificed his time for nothing. And so it's just able to push past the feeling of, oh, I don't want to do this right now. No, you have already set aside so much time for this. You're going to do it, and it helps a lot. Sorry, that was a bit of a tangent, but I just wanted to talk about that because I had that realization when building this fort in my apartment. So if you're watching this video, this is a sign. If you love building forts or loved building forts when you were younger, go build a fort. Seriously. If you're down in the dumps or just having a bad day, bad week, whatever, just having a rough time, take some time out of your day, do something fun. Build a fort. Fuck it. You could be 60 years old and watching this video. Build a pillow fort. Build a fort in your house, wherever. It is so much fun. And just to be able to lay in the fort when it's done and just relax for that little bit of time, even if it's just for a few minutes, makes it so worth it. I know this was a pretty short video, but thank you for watching. I made this video because I really just wanted to build a fort. I wanted to build a fort. 100%. The reason for it is because I live in a college apartment. My 2 roommates just moved out, so I have the apartment, this 3-person apartment, to myself for like 2 weeks. So I knew I had time to do this, and this was the only time that I had time to do it, and it was actually a shit ton of fun because I just made that Tron video, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make the Tron video, and then that video is gonna lead into me just being in a fort, finishing up watching that movie. And I actually just watched it, Tron Legacy, again, and it was a shit ton of fun. Like I got some alcohols, I got some adult drinks, and like some snacks and stuff, and it was a good time. It was a lot of fun. I'm glad I did it, and it's definitely helped to reset myself a bit in working on these videos, because I need to realize that these videos are for me. These videos are for me. I want to make the videos that I want to make, and whatever that week is like and whatever I want to do, I can do it. I was so focused on worrying about what people thought of me, and fuck it, I'm posting a video about pillow forts at age 21 in my college apartment. I think I'm doing pretty well on not caring about what people think of me. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great day. Go build a fucking fort. Go build a fort. Have some fun. Go watch a movie. Do it with someone you love. Just have a fucking fantastic day. I will see you on the next one. Peace.